my boss asked. If I could cook. That night, she invited me over to make dinner and made a request the day. My boss stopped beside my desk and quietly asked if I knew how to cook. I thought she was joking. She was the powerful CEO everyone feared. A woman whose schedule was planned weeks in advance, and I was just another employee trying to survive each paycheck. But when she looked me in the eyes and said she needed my help that evening, I had no idea that a simple home-cooked meal would uncover a heartbreaking secret that would change both of our lives forever. Before we continue, if you believe kindness can heal broken hearts and that everyone deserves a second chance, please like this video, leave a comment, share it with someone who needs hope today, and subscribe to our channel for more emotional stories that stay with you long after they end. For most people at the company, work ended when the office lights dimmed. For me, another shift usually began. I worked hard during the day and spent my evenings delivering groceries or tutoring neighborhood kids just to keep my small apartment and help my younger sister through college. Life had taught me that pride never paid bills, but determination sometimes did. Cooking was one of the few things my late mother had left me. Long before illness took her away, she had spent countless evenings teaching me that every meal carried a piece of the person who prepared it. She believed food was never just about eating. It was about comforting someone who had forgotten what comfort felt like. That memory stayed with me every time I stepped into a kitchen. So when my boss, Olivia, unexpectedly asked if I could prepare dinner at her home, because she didn't trust caterers for an important evening, I hesitated. It wasn't exactly part of my job description. Still, overtime money sounded helpful, and something about the tired expression behind her confident smile made it impossible to refuse. Her home overlooked the city's glowing skyline, the kind of apartment I had only seen in magazines. Floor-to-ceiling windows reflected thousands of lights. Expensive artwork decorated the walls, and every surface seemed perfect. Yet the silence inside was overwhelming. It didn't feel like a home. It felt like a beautiful place where nobody truly lived. Olivia greeted me casually, wearing simple clothes instead of the expensive business suits she wore at work. Without the sharp edge of corporate meetings, she looked human, tired, lonely. She showed me the kitchen and quietly asked me to cook whatever reminded me most of family. That request surprised me more than the invitation itself. Most wealthy people asked for steak, seafood, or expensive recipes. She wanted comfort. I searched through her refrigerator and pantry, gathering vegetables, herbs, fresh bread, chicken, butter, and simple ingredients that could become something meaningful. Soon the kitchen filled with the aroma of garlic, sizzling gently in olive oil, fresh rosemary, roasted vegetables, and homemade soup. As I cooked, memories flooded back. My mother humming softly, rain tapping against tiny apartment windows. My sister laughing while stealing bites before dinner. For the first time in years, cooking wasn't just work. It felt like going home. Behind me, Olivia remained unusually quiet. Occasionally she asked about my recipes or my family, listening far more carefully than anyone in the office ever had. I eventually admitted that my mother had passed away years earlier, and that cooking was the only way I still felt connected to her. Olivia lowered her eyes. For a long moment, neither of us spoke. Then she confessed something I never expected. She hadn't eaten a homemade meal in almost 8 years. Her parents had died within months of each other. Since then, every dinner had been ordered from restaurants or prepared by hired chefs who followed recipes perfectly but never cooked with love. She wasn't searching for gourmet food. Armin hesitated. She was searching for a feeling she thought had disappeared forever. As dinner slowly came together, something inside the apartment changed. The silence no longer felt empty. The warmth from the stove spread through every room. The smell of fresh bread filled the air. For the first time, Olivia smiled without pretending. When we finally sat at the dining table, She took one careful spoonful of soup, then another. She stopped eating. Not because it wasn't good, because tears quietly rolled down her face. She apologized repeatedly, embarrassed by her emotions, but she couldn't hide them. She said the taste reminded her of Sundays when her mother cooked while her father played old records in the living room. For years, she had buried herself in work, promotions, investments, and endless meetings because success distracted her from grief. Tonight, one ordinary bowl of soup had broken through walls that money never could. We talked for hours, not about business. Not about quarterly reports. About parents, lost dreams that never happened, the strange loneliness people carry without anyone noticing. She admitted something that stunned me. The real reason she invited me wasn't because she needed dinner. Earlier that week, she had overheard coworkers talking about how I always shared homemade lunches with security guards, cleaners, and interns who forgot to bring food. She wanted to understand why someone earning the least often gave away the most. I laughed softly and told her my mother had always said kindness multiplies when it's shared. If someone leaves your table feeling less alone, you've already become richer than you realize. She sat quietly for several seconds before standing and walking toward the large window overlooking the city. Then she made the request that changed everything. She asked if I would teach her to cook, not once. Every Sunday, she wanted to learn every recipe my mother had taught me because she was tired of living in a house that looked beautiful but never smelled like home. I didn't know what to say. How could someone who managed thousands of employees ask an ordinary worker to become her teacher? But I agreed. Every Sunday afterward became something special. We chopped vegetables together, burned bread together, lawed over failed desserts. Old family stories. Sometimes we cooked in complete silence, discovering that silence isn't always loneliness when someone truly understands you. Those Sundays slowly changed more than just her life.